It's going to be a quick video about how to tie a hoochie. So what I'm using is going to be a 10-pound monofilament line. You could also use fluorocarbon line. For Kokanee, they don't really care, they're not line shy, so you can go anywhere from 6 pounds to 12 pounds. Hoochies also work for trout, so trout are more line shy, so you might want to stick with more like 6 to 8 pounds. Next, these are the hooks I'm using, the Gamakatsu. They're size 4. You could also use size 2, but I like size 4, the split shot, drop shot. Get any sort of squids that you want, some scissors, and we got a little kit with a bunch of different colors of beads, and they're each bead the same colors are 2 different sizes, so that's helpful. First thing you're going to want to do is get enough line. That amount of line you're going to use is about 2 to 3 sizes of your dodger length. So I typically use 4 to 6 inch dodgers, so I will go for I'll start about 20 inches here, and I'll give me some slack to cut off later. So we're going to be first tying the distal hook. This is the first hook that the fish is going to get to. So we're basically going to be just doing a double snell knot. We're going to put the line through. Give yourself a little tag end here. And we're going to do 6 to 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure you do not overlap them. So, see if we can get this. You want to make sure that they are aligned perfectly and not overlapping. So, we got our first 7 wraps in. The next step we're going to do is grab our other side of the line here, and we are going from the back end through the eyelid. And you're going to just want to pinch all that together. So now that we pinch, this is the other end of the line. This is the original tag end. This is the line that I was initially wrapping with. And so you're going to want to bring the main line. This is the main line here. Bring it up a little bit here. And with the original line that we were wrapping, you're going to continue wrapping. So do 7 more wraps. 1, and you want to make sure you get this main line in here. So 1, 2, 3. And just always make sure that you're not overlapping your wraps. So now I've finished my other 7 wraps. What we're going to do is just pinch everything here, and this is all going to be nice and straight here. And you're going to pull this tag, the main line, you're going to just pull. Just make sure you kind of hold everything nice and tight so nothing gets loose. Pull, 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 and you'll see the knot. So that's perfect. What I like to do is hook these on to anything. Just make sure, there we go. Hook it and pull it, really get that knot really nice and secure. First hook is done. We'll cut the tag end off here. There we go. Now, this is where it's totally customizable. You can do whatever you want. I typically like to add a couple of beads in between, just like as a little attractant. I think it also helps to make sure that the line doesn't tangle too much. Sometimes in between the hooks it can get tangled up a bit, especially once you catch like 20 fish on one setup. So I'll do 1, 2. Now we're going to grab the other hook. Go through the front end of the hook here. I don't think it really matters, but so spacing wise, I will typically, the way I always do it, just because when you tighten it, it always just like maybe a millimeter difference. So I typically will go right here, just about right there. And this is where I will make my second knot. So I'm holding the line here, and you also want to make sure that these are in opposite directions here, the hooks. So that when the fish comes in, they get hooked here, and then they'll get hooked on the other side. So same thing, we're going to do 7 wraps. Seven wraps, pull the knot down a little bit, pinch it, grab the other end of the line, bring it through the back end here. I'm going to pinch that. Now, this can get tangled up a little bit, so just be kind of careful. You're going to find your line that you were initially wrapping with. So it's going to be this one here. I'm going to wrap again. 1, 2. We'll do 7 wraps. I'm going to pinch, now pull. Now we're going to pull everything nice and tight together, just like that. We will grab these. Ouch. They're sharp hooks, careful. Okay. And we're going to pull nice and tight. So now we can see when they lay naturally here, they're facing opposite directions. And that's what you want. Okay, now on to the last step here is the hoochie. So you're gonna always cut the tip of it off because there's no hole here. Cut. You always want, the way I do it is hoochie's gonna end up here. So that's actually just about perfect. When we're fish, especially for kokanee, a lot of times, depending on what the year is, whatever, it could be just the day, they can do a lot of short strikes. So if your the hoochie extends past your last hook here, they'll be nipping at the tails here, and you'll be getting a lot of short strikes without actually hooking the fish. So I find it helpful to basically end the tail ends of my hoochie right basically where the hook ends, so when they come in to nip at the tail, they will get hooked here. So this actually looks pretty good. I will sometimes add a bead here. As you see, the hole is actually kind of big, so I am actually going to add a little bead just to make sure that the hoochie doesn't slide past my hooks. And depending on spacing that you need, you could add multiple multiple beads, or you can just cut part of the tail end off. So add one. Now we're gonna get the line through here. slide that down. And then put this inside. So, I actually don't like that. Let me take that out. So I'm going to add a bead here, just so my hoochie doesn't slide. I made the hole a little too big, and it will go past my hook. So put a little bead. Slide it down. And I'm good with that here. As you can see, the hook is coming out just a little bit, which is actually pretty nice. When they go in for the bite at the end here, they'll get hooked. Usually I'll like to have the hook hidden just perfectly in here, just like that. But that's okay. And then these will be all kind of hidden. Next, we're going to, I like to add, this is where, like I said, it's totally customizable. You could add a spinner to it. What I will always do is add some beads. Add whatever beads you want. So you could add spinners here. You could also add like a bill at the end or over here. However, if you do add a bill, since it will be given its own action, you might want to make a little longer of a leader, maybe about like 18 to 24 inches before your dodger. So that's where I have it here. Now I will have about 2 to 3 lengths of my dodger. So like I said, my dodger is 46 inches. I'll go about 15 inches or so. So I will do a surgical knot. It's very simple, and I've caught so many fish and I've never had it break on me, and it's extremely easy to swap out different lures or hoochies. So after I got my desired length, I will just pinch and do like 5-6 wraps, and I'll bring that in. So literally just make a loop, and with this part of the loop here, the end, you will just literally go through the loop you made a couple times. There's one, and That's 2 there, and you just tie it. I like to get my finger in here and kind of just tighten it up. So now you made yourself a loop here. And this I will hook up straight to my dodger, and is very easy because I'll loop it, clip it in, and be done, and now I'm fishing. If I'm not getting anything, it's a real quick and easy for me to take this lure off and go to my little stash and grab another one out, swap it out, and on all of mine I make little loops. So it's very easy. I'll cut the end of it, tag end off. Go here, and I put the tag end here. Just drop that in and just wrap it. Now they're all set and ready to go. And the hooks, I just punch them in. So like I said, all of them are customizable. You could literally add different spinners. I made one with a little wedding ring here, micro hoochies, these kinds of spinners. You could do whatever you want. And then what's nice about it is, at the end of the day, it is going to be cheaper to make your own. And the biggest thing is not that it's cheaper, but you can customize it however you want. You can get glow-in-the-dark hoochies, micro hoochies, whatever you want. So it's 100% customizable to your desire. And just sometimes you'll get fish just because the fish hasn't seen your presentation. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And stay tuned for more videos. I try to post about a video a week. And we'll see what we do next week. Thanks.